Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Grab a seat, hit the subscribe button. I'm the Dad Panther variety streamer, content creator, master of none, and this is another episode from the Critics Collective. This time, we're going to talk about the 3-season run of the show on Netflix, Glow. Now, Glow is about ladies who wrestle, and they bring something that men just can't. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about this. We'll talk about first impressions, the highs and lows. Now, for this one, IMDb says a look at professional and personal lives of a group of women who perform for a wrestling organization in LA during the 1980s. Now, GLOW stands for Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Don't get it confused with WOW. I do still watch WOW. You can find it on streaming services, but that's another division and promotion for women. And so for my first impression for this was it was something that was wrestling. I like anything that's in wrestling, whether live or not live or scripted or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? So it had me because it was wrestling. And then the stars of it were people that I've seen in other shows, whether the community are actually wrestling. So things like that grabbed me. And I thought it was really cool to kind of see that sunset 1980s vibe that they were kind of giving. Not necessarily Miami Vice, but you get what I'm saying. So that was my first impression. The highs and lows. The lows of the show was, I think, it was just plagued by COVID. At the time that COVID happened, the strikes and things of that nature, but really COVID, it ended up basically making its run and being canceled, and they moved on from it. So we never really know, give or take, what's going on, and we can say that about a lot of things. Let's be honest. Other than that, I mean, that's really the only thing that I would say would be negative from it. I think they kind of got so far away from the truth that you're better off looking at some of the documentary stuff. Like there's one that's it's called Glow, the story of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Maybe I'll come back and talk about that one, but I enjoyed that one. And you'll get more information if you want to know really kind of what they went through to set this up. And one of the foundations that brings you, total divas or divas in general, or just women's wrestling to where it is now. There's a lot of people not in the limelight who did a lot of things to get it in the limelight and for what it is now. Now, the good thing I would say about it is seeing this cast, everybody from this cast they just had it. The promoter or booker at the very beginning kind of comes off as this sleazy city taxi kind of guy, and he just fits in the role. And you have two characters who really just kind of they want to do like Broadway, another one wants to do like soap opera type stuff, and you have some who just really want to wrestle. And so the main character, I'm not going to spoil anything because I want you to watch it if you haven't watched it. She's trying to get in her role. She's trying to understand what is it being a professional wrestler. And the thing that I've always taken away from it, to me, wrestling is one of the hardest things to do because you have to act and portray physical pain, emotions, feelings, and everything throughout the match and promos. But you also have to take the athleticism that goes into it, the bumps, the bruises, all that stuff. And you're doing it. If you do it well for moments, hours, months, decades, the audience forgets anything behind the scenes and enjoy for what it is. So there's that. I enjoyed the way it was shot. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed that it felt old but still felt new at the same time. And the biggest thing I probably love from this, really going back to it, is the cast. I thought the cast was just really good. Like I can't give out any necessary call outs because the cast is very big when you go through 3 seasons. You have new wrestlers that come in, you got family members of the wrestlers, you have people who are doing things in the background to get these shows going, but they're running into the heartache of, can they afford to go another season? Can they afford to keep the lights on? Literally, people upset that they're not the champion, they're not winning the belts, or backstage love triangle, stuff like that. So I thought it was really cool. Now it's not too steamy necessarily. I wouldn't say steamy drama. It's not drama driven like messy, but there are stuff where I probably wouldn't have any kids by, like running around. So it's not a family program. I'll say that. Now, with that being said, it's time to rate this thing. We rate things from a 5 to a 0. 0 being horrible. I am not going to say what I've been saying in a few other ones of what is horrible, but you've been here from day one, subscribed, so we've given out some zeros. I think the first 0 we gave out was Venom. I believe it was Venom. We've given out some 5s, can't remember the last 5 we gave out. It might have been Sinners. It might have been Sinners. You check the review for Sinners and check the long discussion for that. And we also have Thunderbolts, so check that out as well. You got two there for that one. I'm gonna rate this a 4. I thought they executed it well. The highlights of the series, again, 3 seasons, would be, I want to say, it's almost 2. It's because the first season captures such a magic of like kind of like the feeling of like Mighty Ducks getting everybody together, and the second season just runs with it and gives you some really good episodes. And then the third one, there's a few episodes in there that grabs your attention of like these are golden episodes. But collectively as a whole, especially how everything kind of came to end, it was nice to get some type of closure on this series. So that's my rating for that one. Now, if you like wrestling and you want to stick around, let me know in the comment your favorite woman wrestler, and I'll go ahead and take a look and see if they got a documentary, a show, or something like that. If you just tried us for 3 minutes, let us know what you're watching or what you should be watching or what we should be watching. You could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here, and I greatly appreciate that. Until next time, allow and hit my music.
Said I'ma get into it first. Until they put me in the dirt. Said I'ma get into it first. Said I'ma get into it.